Heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here. Sorry for the weird audio. I had my headset on, and apparently, how Streamlabs loves to work is that they will go ahead and hook themselves up to whatever microphone they feel like. So it wasn't on your end, Rainbows. It was on my end. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and re-say what I was saying before the audio got wonky. Okay, you can barely hear me. Is this better? Hello. Heyo, guys, girls, and everyone in between. Pastry has freaking, audio issues. But that's just how life goes right now as a, animator. Gotta go ahead and go with the flow. Anyway, so, Vac Animations asked before the stream back when I had like I guess now it would be called a test stream since this is the real actual stream. He asked me how did I go ahead and develop my drawing style. It was more about what I couldn't draw than what I could draw. It was way more about the stuff that I could draw rather than what I couldn't. So I tried to draw anime eyes, and that didn't work. I tried for years and years and years and years and years and years, and nothing was not going well for me at all. So, and I got frustrated with myself for years that all I could ever draw were almond eyes. And then one year, I'm just like, in 2019, I'm just going to stick with these almond eyes since these are the only type of eyes I can draw. And everything else, laid into place because, and it was all during the 2019 pre-concept year. And then I know no one asked, but my New Year's resolution for 2020 was to go ahead and learn how to animate. Now, I had a very, very, very big superstition about the number 2020 as it was. So I guess I could go ahead and consider myself lucky that my New Year's resolution was not a social goal. It was more of a skill-based goal. And I managed to get that done. But then again, learning things. Is that ever fully done though? Cause I always have stuff to work on. But anyway, I know most of how my software works. So I would count that as a success in my book. Definitely in the year that nothing went right. Except for this channel, of course. I know I got a little off topic, but sorry about that, guys. I hope you guys didn't mind that. And, yeah, so now, to go ahead and go to the actual questions that are actually gonna be on the screen. So, question 1. I'm bad I am bad at asking questions, but here it goes. Do you struggle with timing? Since Kenya was not very specific on their question, I'm gonna have to just assume that, they mean syncing. Like lip syncing and arm syncing and stuff. And, yep, I sometimes struggle with timing and, making sure things appear like they're supposed to appear. That is one of the reasons of why animation takes so long, which is going to be covered in another question. But with syncing, I go ahead and whenever I struggle with syncing, I just go ahead and do things like audio, or I basically watch my animation over and 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 over again until I have things right, or at least right enough where I'm confident to go ahead and post the thing. But yeah, so sorry that I'm not paying attention to chat right now. I'm just trying to answer pre-asked questions since they took the time to pre-ask these questions. I wish to go ahead and honor their time by giving them priority. But after that, I will go ahead and open myself to anything. I'm gonna go ahead and open myself to any questions after the fact. So if you guys wish to go ahead and stick around for that, please let me know. And here's the second question. Do you like the animation project? Do you like animating? Why can't I freaking speak today? Do you like the animation project? Do you like do you like the animating process, or do you like to speedrun? Or do you like to speedrun and get the finished project? Here's the thing. If you are really here's the thing with animation. If you want to rush it, if you have like the whole project in your hands and you just really want to rush, let me go ahead and try and move my mic up. My mic's very quiet, guys. I'm so sorry. Here at Pastry, we have quiet audio, apparently. And, be careful, there's a wrench in the chat. Alright, so, let me go ahead and start over answering this question from the very beginning, since people are being so damn disrespectful in chat. I'm sorry to the people who actually like to go ahead and actually have the stream. I'm so sorry about that, but, yeah, so, do you like, okay, the fact that I am stopping so many times is going to answer another one of the questions in this Q&A, but do you like the animating process, or do you go ahead and rush through the whole animation? Let's just say if you want to go ahead and rush through your whole animation, then you're not doing it right. And if you want to go, and if your heart and soul pretty much just wants to rush the whole animation, normally your animation suffers due to that, and your fans are going to be able to tell if you want to rush your animations. Because if you want to rush your animations, then your animations are not good. And if your animations are not good, then your fans will be able to tell. But to be quite honest, I enjoy the process in the beginning, and then you pretty much, once you have like a project that you have been working on for a while, sometimes people can go ahead and lose motivation for that particular project since they've been working on it forever. That sometimes happens to me, but not always. Part of what makes me want to animate is the fan satisfaction, which ultimately the reason of why you should want to animate is so that you actually like animation, one, and two, for fan satisfaction. But if you want to rush, but if you want to go ahead and rush an animation, you might as well go ahead and do something else with your time if you just want to rush through all of your animations. Because people want to see quality things from people. And if people can't see quality things, then they're going to go ahead and leave, unsubscribe, and totally not liking their content, or the content that the creator is making. And it's very, very, very sad when it happens. And yeah, so if you feel like you've just gotta go ahead and rush through all of your animations all the time, then your fans then want any good, to be quite honest with you. Just love what you're making, and love what you're making, or else it's not worth your time. If you feel like you want to just rush through all of your animations, then find a different damn hobby. Sorry, I got a little heated there, but if you really want to go ahead and rush through your stuff, then find a different hobby, because animation takes a long time, but it is so worth it. It's so worth it to go ahead and to have your fans actually like what you're doing. So here's the next question that is also in Cartoonist's life. Have you considered having animation as a career? So my answer would be maybe. But the thing is that I keep on thinking about what I want to do besides animation, because I know if I have all my eggs in animation, there is a possibility that I wouldn't make it out in the real world. So what I think of when I get the whole "are you hoping to have animation as a career" question, I would want it as supplemental income, because I would want a stable job and just have animation as a side job. But if one day animation were to just take over my other job, then I guess I'd just become a full-time animator. But I'm probably gonna still, for the longest time, I'm still going to try and have it as a side job if possible. Because if I were to animate all day, every day, then it would lead to burnout. And if I were to get myself burned out in something like animation, then I would basically go ahead and kind of screw myself. So I'm personally just wanting it as a side job and a hobby rather than a full-time job. But thank you for this question. And this is also from Kenya. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name again. But they also have another question, I think. After I go ahead and switch it over. So, what is it like being an animator? Because I really want to know, because I want to make a career out of it. So, being an animator, there's different elements of being an animator that one probably doesn't think about. So, animators, we, as animators, we go ahead and, animating, I would say, or any type of art career, rather if it's like comic books, or if it's comic books, or if it's whatever other art career, then let's just say that art in general can, if you have like a art in general like career, and if you're just starting out, then you're gonna have to sacrifice something. Some people sacrifice sleep, which people like to make memes. People like to make memes out of it. People like to make memes out of how sleep deprived cartoonists are, because truth be told, most animators probably are sleep deprived, or deprived in another fashion. But again, this is another question where it's like, this is another question of, why do you want to animate? Do you want to animate to make money, or do you want to animate because you really truly care about your characters? Because if you're doing it for the money, then you probably should find yourself another damn job. Because animation probably does not pay well, or any type of art career. But if you go ahead and I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah. It's, when it comes to being an artist or an animator or a comic book creators, your life will become all about your characters rather than all about you. So you gotta take that into consideration, because you gotta go ahead and take care of your characters. Of course, it's important to go ahead and take care of yourself, but here in foremost, I'm just, if you want to become, like, if you want a career out of it, then there's some things you have to consider when you go ahead and make a career out of anything. Do you want to, I personally feel like if you don't have true compassion for your characters, then I feel like you shouldn't be animating. Like, animation is about what you make, not about what it makes you. Animation is about you wanting to go ahead and share your art with the world, not how it'll benefit you. You want to benefit your art more than you want to benefit your art more than your art benefits you. Because when you create a character set, really good animation sets or character sets are done out of love, not done out of out of wanting to make money. Because if you really want to go ahead and if you really want to make money from something and that's all you're doing it for, then animation is not it. Because there's oftenly like the whole stereotype of the starving cartoonist, or of the starving artist that everyone fears. But sometimes, and that's why in the other question, I pretty much said start with a supplemental job in case things don't go well. Like, if you want to go ahead and if you want to animate instead of going to college, I would highly discourage that, because let's face it, most of the most comic book artists or other artists tend to go ahead and not make the best income. So I would recommend you doing it on the side before it becomes your career. Next question is, let me go ahead and next question from Fat Fingers XX. I believe he is like one of the most OGists of OGs. And stream your Q&A. This was back when I was asking if I should do a stream or a video. But stream your Q&A, and what do you hope this channel becomes? Like, are you hoping for 1 million subs or what? So when it comes to this channel's future, I do have some milestone celebrations put in place for if I were to hit like 250, 500, and if I get really freaking lucky, 1,000. And if I even get more lucky, then I'm gonna hit higher than 1,000. So yeah. But thing about YouTube is it's more about the journey than the destination. So you go ahead and so it's more about the journey than the destination. Like, if I was only doing it for the subs, then it would totally show. It would totally show that I'm only doing this for the subs. And that's the tricky thing about animation in general, is that if you don't do animation for the right reason, it shows. It totally shows. It totally shows. Same with any other art career. If you aren't doing it for the right reason, it shows. But I think that in general shows in almost any career. Like teachers. I'm just gonna say teachers right now. There's some really good teachers where you do what you do because you love children and you love teaching, and you just all over across the board just really are passionate about your job. Versus there's some other teachers out there, and yes, I've had both. There's other teachers who just stumble into work and pretty much just stumbles into work, are extremely crappy at their jobs, take the paycheck, and go home. And with those teachers, I feel bad for the kids that are in those classes, because if you don't love children's, then why are you a teacher? I ask that to almost any teacher who hates their job. But yeah, I just feel like with any job, or like with any situation, you just go ahead and need to think more about their journey than the destination. But then again, I'm gonna go ahead and I have another I have another, I have another, like, I have more celebrations for if we do hit milestones, but if we don't hit milestones, then I'm not too frustrated with it either. So, just so you guys know, public service announcement is I'm gonna go ahead and answer the questions that were pre-asked before I open up the questions to chat, because these people who previously put their questions in this chat, or in like the video of the Q&A Ask Me Anything, since they pretty much took the time to go ahead and type the questions in, I want to go ahead and give them their answers first, because it wouldn't be fair if they knew this Q&A was going on and I ended up filling up all my time with chat questions and chat questions, and the pre-asked questions didn't get answered. And yes, that number is wrong on my NYE sub goal thing, but at this point, I'm gonna update it afterwards. But right now I'm at 179. I think, whatever, a number's a number, okay? But, yeah. Anyway, so, next question. Have you ever talked to an animator with over 10k subs? Nope, I haven't talked to an animator with over 10k subs, but I've talked to a YouTuber, Alright, but, I've talked to a YouTuber with over 10k subs, not an animator, but right as I'm about to go ahead and freaking say his name, he is in the chat. Powered by Rainbows. He is the one YouTuber I've talked to that has over 10k subs. No, he's not an animator, but he's a really cool guy. Please go ahead and check him out if you want any sort of gay or any other health education that you don't get anywhere else, such as like all the holes in all the holes in education in general. Let's just go ahead and I think I missed a question. Did I miss a question? Let's see here. I'm still very new at this. Alright, answer that one. Do I rush? No. Animation as a career? Alright, so apparently I think I might have lost a question, but about like how long does it take for you to go ahead and for an animation? And I'm so sorry I lost that question, but it's still in my mind, so I'm totally answering it. So, this question actually literally kept me up at night, because I'm just thinking of, like, how the hell am I gonna answer this? Because let's just say that it takes a block of time to come up with a good script, and then it takes even a longer time voice recording, because I'm a freaking klutz with my speaking. If y'all didn't already know that, I literally had to freaking go ahead and read some questions because I stumbled in the middle of it. But hey, if you don't like how much I stumble in stumble in streams, then you might as well just freaking leave. Cause I'm still new at my channel. But yeah. So with script writing, it probably takes at least like my script writing mojo just like comes and goes. So like one day I could just be randomly writing a script. Another day I could just be like, okay, I'm gonna do this script now and voice record and stumble over my words at least 10 times. And I'm just gonna say that voice recording takes me at least an hour because I keep on stumbling over my words. And then animation itself. How long? And I think another question was, how long does it take for you to do a minute animation? Which is the original question, but for whatever reason lost that question. For whatever reason, I lost that question, but yeah. How long does it take to do a minute animation? Sorry if that morphed into like how long does it take you to do an animation period, because I feel like it would be fairer to say how much it takes to go ahead and yeah. So okay. I'm getting distracted by the chat, but I'm not gonna read the chat really because I'm busy with. God damn it. Sorry for the language, but okay, I'm gonna go ahead and like not look at the chat for a while. But yeah, to be quite honest, with you, and then voice recording takes an hour, like I said, and then after that, animation. It depends on how good I'm feeling. If I'm feeling like really crappy, then it takes twice as long as if I'm feeling well. But that's to be quite honest about anything you do. Because if you're not feeling good, then you're not going to be doing things very well. Let's just say that much. So, yeah. So it, on average, it takes me at least, alright, I'm gonna say in hours time, not like in days or anything, because, so I believe it at least takes me 24 hours to go ahead and do an actually good live animation. And it takes me, and I don't really like think of how long it takes me as how long it takes me. I just pretty much do things as they go, and not necessarily worry about how long it takes. Because if you're worried about how long it takes, then you're definitely not doing animation for fun, which definitely means that you're not fit for animation, because if you're just doing animation for the money, then why are you even animating? Which I am so sorry, but I'm literally taking myself to the same point over and over and over again. Because if you have to take anything from this live stream, don't animate unless you truly care about your characters and about what you're animating, rather than caring about what you get out of it. So that's the first segment of and I literally named it animation questions. So now there's this one. Alright, so personal questions. I only had one personal question, but I decided to go ahead and put this in its own segment and just say personal questions, because let's just say that this one personal question is going to take me at least I don't know how long it's going to take me to answer this one, because I'm probably just going to ramble about again. But when did you first figure out you were part of the LGBTQIA community? And have you came out to anyone? So, and if so, how? So, as far as, how did I figure out that I was a part of the LGBTQIA community? Let's just say that it started by me wanting to be an ally, and I wanted to learn about all the flags so that I didn't, like, exclude anyone. And, I just really wanted to go ahead and, I just wanted to learn flags. And then I stumbled upon this flag that I have in my, stream nail thing. And I was like, I'm gonna put, this is now a hat. This comment is now a hat. Deal with it. This comment is now a hat. Deal with it. Anyway, so, and then I saw that flag, and I'm like, crap, this sounds too much like me. So I'm pretty much, like, questioning my whole life's knowledge of me being straight, a broken straight. I'm so glad I did, because I'm way happier now, but during the time, I was like, am I straight, or am I this new identity that I randomly searched up on the internet because I wanted to be an ally? Apparently I was not an ally, and apparently I was a part of the community, and I just didn't know it. Those oopses happen, but is Powered by Rainbow still on here? Cause if he's still on here, then I would love to ask him if the whole, like, accidentally figuring out you're in the community when you go ahead and, look up flags because you want to be a more educated ally is a thing. Because I totally believe it is. Now, the last segment of the pre-asked questions is the meme questions, which I saved them for I saved them for last for a reason. That reason being, I'm probably gonna laugh so freaking hard, and if I did these questions first, then I definitely wouldn't, like, hold it together for all of the live stream. So I'm pretty much just saying how I'm just alright. Are you guys ready for the meme questions? Yeah, like jazz? Yeah, like jazz? Do you like jazz? So, I'm gonna answer this seriously first, and I'm just gonna say, jazz music reminds me way too much about elevator music. Like, you know, like, in cartoons, how, like, people go ahead and, play jazz in the elevator in cartoons? I'm just gonna say that I've watched too many cartoons in my time, and all I can ever freaking think about when it comes to jazz music is the fact that it's elevator music. But anyway, so does that answer the yeah like jazz question? Because I think it pretty accurately answers it. Because let's face it, jazz music reminds me way too much about animator music or animation elevator music. Also, alright. And also, here's another thing. I was talking about this Q&A today, and it reminded me and Ink about this one time when me, Ink, Lexi, Metal Clunker, and a few other friends that don't have channels played Minecraft together. And let's just say that Lexi had this fabulous idea to go ahead and make a bee machine. Yes, you heard this right. A bee machine. And the reason why I'm telling you this, because of the "yeah like jazz" question, is they were that it was literally like "yeah like jazz bees" all over our realm. They were like all over our realm, and I was just laughing so hard when my friend of mine decided to go ahead and plague our whole world in like bees. Yeah, let's just say that animators tend to be whack jobs when they're together, or in like other YouTubers and stuff. We tend to like poke around with each other more than other people, like fans and stuff. How we treat each other versus how we treat fans can be different. But of course, we treat each other with respect, but sometimes we just go ahead and Todoroki was also there. But yeah, YouTubers tend to have like the whole, "oh, you're a YouTuber, so I'm gonna go ahead and poke with you on stream and like mess with you in a fun way." Which, in speaking of, there's the Powered by Rainbows versus Pastry Meme War. Channel Meme War. So, hopefully he does not find the segment of this video where I say something dumb and just clip it out and goes ahead and just goes with it. But, yeah. So now I'm gonna open this up to general questions, because I went through these questions quicker than I thought. So to everyone who is on this stream or was on this stream, do you guys have any general questions for me? While I go ahead and like add the whole chat box thing, because I thought we weren't gonna even get this far, because I thought that I was gonna have less time due to the whole like I had more time than I thought I did. Chat box. Which you guys, like the people who previously asked questions, those were all really good questions. And sorry I didn't say everyone's names that were asking the questions, because I wanted to make sure I had all the time to go through all my questions. But, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself a chat box in this thing. Stream label, member goal, sponsor banner, credits. Chat box. It was right in front of my freaking face, and I couldn't see it. Which to be quite honest with you, I make fun of myself more on stream because I can. Anyway, there's the chat box. Hello, Icon. How are you? Right now I'm just taking. All right, so chat's questions. So do you want to do a cosplay at a con? Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and just say that, if I have a multi-day pass, then yeah, sure, I'll dress up in costume. But one of the days I probably wouldn't go ahead and, wear a costume, but instead wear my pastry identifier t-shirt, because I would want I would want to spread the awareness of my channel out to others. And so that I can get like more traction out there. Since yes, I don't care about the number, but at the same time I kind of want more people to see my stuff. What is your favorite type of music? Pop? J-pop? Y'all are gonna freaking judge me now. Probably. Or not, because you guys subscribed to me for a reason. One reason or another. But, yeah. J-pop, Hasune Miku to be specific. Really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. If you don't mind music being in another language, you should totally check out Miku stuff out. Because, let's be honest, Vocaloid stuff is so amazing. Does anyone have any other questions for me? And, oh, crap. I forgot to... Alright, do you listen to lo-fi? No, not really, because I don't like music that's gonna make me fall asleep. Or any video on whatever, if that makes me want to fall asleep. Unless I'm trying to go to sleep. If I'm trying to go to sleep, then, by all means, I'm going to go ahead and, do a video to make me try and fall asleep. But other than that, nope. But, Powered by Rainbows did a, picture book about a gay puppy dog. That picture book was amazing to hear him read. So, yeah, he makes really good content. What is your least favorite game? Out of the Legend of Zelda series, I'd have to say Majora's Mask. Because Majora's Mask only stresses me out. It does not give me any, like, here's the thing. I really don't like deadlines that other people set for me. I much rather set deadlines for myself, because if I set my own deadlines, then I'm more inclined to follow them, such as the deadlines for things on this channel versus deadlines set by other people just stresses me out. Because, let's face it, who likes feeling stressed? And who likes to go ahead and have someone else put stress on you? Because stress is not a very comfortable thing. But if you can go ahead and control what you're doing, then you can go ahead and set your own deadlines, and you're more inclined to go ahead and do things on your own schedule, rather than always relying on or having someone else rely on you for your schedule, which makes a point for getting an artist's career. Because if you're a freelance artist, then then there's less of you have others' deadlines to go ahead and worry about. You have more about your own deadlines to worry about. And yeah, sorry I accidentally muted my mic there for a second. Y'all's internet didn't all of a suddenly go out, but yeah, so what other questions do you guys have for me? Because I'm here to answer questions. I'm gonna go ahead and triple check on my Q&A Ask Me Almost Anything. I'm gonna like triple check to make sure I have everything answered, because if those people gave me their time to like ask a question, then I really want to make sure I get everything. Alright, yeah. I got everything. That one question I forgot to put on the thing I covered, so I'm good. So, does anyone have any questions? Bye, Todoroki. Have fun. And don't hurt yourself. Yeah, so, this stream did not go as planned. But does any of my, streams go by plan? No. Alright, but there's one other question that Powered by Rainbows have just been asking me over and over and over again. And, he asked me during the What Would You Do stream, but I couldn't answer it because it was a What Would You Do stream rather than a Q&A. So, now I'm going to answer it. And he asked me on every single stream I've ever done, what makes me so amazing? What a narcissistic question. What a narcissistic question to be asked. But I'm gonna answer it anyway because I can. So, what makes me so amazing? And what makes me so positive? All I have to say is, if life gives you a hard time, you might as well smack that hard time in the face and be like, I ain't having a hard time, screw you. I'm going to make the best out of any circumstance possible. Like with COVID, for example. I pretty much made my goal for like quarantine to pretty much figure out my animation software, and you pretty much saw how that played out. Because during the heat of COVID, I just kept on posting out like crappy test animations, but eventually I got all my crap together, and I'm pretty much got everything to work out like planned as far as channel goes. Some things happened in personal life which I'm not feeling comfortable addressing right now because a lot of things happened, but even during those situations, I'm like, hey, at least I can animate. And so therefore I animated. And yeah. Anyway, this is the end of the stream now, since no one has any other questions. I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream now and edit out like the different topics of questions. And I seriously hope y'all have a good time. And I'm hoping that everyone's chill with me ending the stream with only an hour, because let's just say that I feel like ending this stream because there's not really those many questions, and I'm gonna try and do weekend streams in the future if I can. And since those are way better for people apparently. And see you in the future to come. Bye!